Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be taking a look at the demo for an upcoming game. This is Funeral for the Sun, which is a sort of detective investigation style game. I think it kind of is a little bit Golden Idol, it's a little bit Return of the Obra Dinn, in that we're kind of exploring environments a little bit more than in Golden Idol, but with that same kind of trying to work out what exactly happened to who. We're going back to like an abandoned village, I think, where everyone's either disappeared or died, we're not quite sure. Trying to work out what happened. Apparently there's some supernatural stuff going on as well. So yeah, let's start a new game and take a look for ourselves. Big thanks to the developer for dropping me an email, letting me know about the demo and suggesting I have a look. So always grateful to get those kind of requests. Let's have a look. The sun should have set long ago. Has it really only been 3 days? I can barely remember the last time I stepped on solid land. Mum always said the time gets sticky here, when you're deep in the river's veins. I suppose now I'm starting to understand what she meant. Rays of orange light beat down on my skin. The canoe's hull lurches back and forth in an endless rhythm. Everything about this place makes me nauseous. The old man, however, remains unbothered by this. He balances effortlessly on the canoe, humming a song perfectly attuned to every sound the jungle makes. Tall shadows envelop the old boat as it begins to approach the shore.
"We're nearing your destination,"
he says with a smile. I should thank the boatsman before proceeding. He got me all the way here. Alright. Point and click on objects of interest to interact with them, or use WASD, arrow keys to move, and E to interact. That's cool. Probably do a combination of both. Thanks for the ride. The old man's meet mine from under his straw hat.
Hacienda's right up that way. Why is a city girl like you so interested in that old ruin anyways?
Oh, the question caught me off guard. Well, this place got burned down in the 60s, right? I'm writing my thesis on why and how it happened. Oh, I can space, that's good.
So you're like a historian or something, eh? I've never seen a historian so deep in the woods. At least not since I was a kid.
Did you grow up around here?
Of course I did. I've been here my whole damn life.
All the articles I read about the incident said no one was able to survive the fires. 700 people burned to ashes in a single night. There we go. Would you be willing to answer some questions? It'd be really nice to have the perspective of a living townsman. He looks down for a moment.
Why can't you let dead things rot?
Pardon me?
Nothing. But listen, I ain't gonna tell you anything you can't get from reading a damn book or old news article.
I'm sure there's so many stories you could tell.
This is no kid. Now stop bothering me and go do your little school project.
Yeah, I need to press done. I guess his name is Solanor. So we got little sparkles telling us things we can do. So we got something to... Oh, I can press shift to go a little bit quicker. The boatman's canoe, the way it bobs up and down, makes it look alive, breathing with each wave. I guess we'll... Yeah. This is it. Oh, maybe his name wasn't Solanor. Unless this was his hacienda, I don't know. This is it, the Solanor Hacienda in the flesh. I guess Solanor is probably the name of the town, right? It's one of the only buildings left standing after the fires in '68, at least according to my mum. I should find a way to get in, but the flower to the left catches my eye. Yeah, sure, let's have a look at that then. A cacophony of blue flies into my retinas. My surroundings change as ghastly figures appear out of the air. They're taking the form of people. Okay. Seeing ghosts or memories of the past. Let's have a look at the one who's stuck in a tar pit or something by the look of it. A teenager tries to pull a young boy out of the viscous tar pit. It is a tar pit. His face strains with the effort. The little boy has a scar on his cheek. Looks like sort of animal claws or something, doesn't it? I seem to be completely invisible to them. Even when trying to get in their way, their bodies seem to utterly pass through mine as if I were a ghost. Help! Help! The young boy squeals. He jerks his head and shoulders violently, trying to squirm his way out. The teen is quick to reply, "Shut up, Oscar! Can't you see I'm trying? Did Carmelo shove you in?" The young boy doesn't answer. I'm going to beat the shit out of that kid. Alright, why don't we save that to journal? New portraits have been added to your journal. Press tab or B to open it. Okay. Tab. Drag and drop a new portrait onto the journal. Okay. Assign a name to the portrait by clicking on its name. Is there like a log of what happened? Because, was it Oscar? Shut up, Oscar. Yeah, so the kid with the scar is Oscar. Let's see. Yeah. So first name, Oscar. We don't know his last name. Well, to correctly identify the full names of 3 portraits, they'll be confirmed in your book. So again, very Obra Dinn. I forget, I don't think the Golden Idol doesn't work like that, does it? Sort of in groups of 3, but the root trees did. Do we know? He didn't call him by name, did he? So we just know Oscar right now. Okay. Killed, couple, pair. Okay, so you draw links, right? Parent of arrays. Okay. So we don't know much else at the moment. A statue. A conqueror's statue. At its base there's a plaque with these words written. Under this sepulchre lies the one true founder, Franco Solanor, the Serpent King. 100 years, 1529 to 1629. Now does he, because that's a statue, does he have a portrait, I wonder? I guess not. I guess he's not part of the deaths in presumably 1968, if he died 300 years before that. Right, okay, what's this one? Looks like the tyres are melting. A young boy hides in the weeds, barely containing his laughter. Let's save him to journal. I reckon that's the... Okay, yeah, so he's watching this. So he's played a nasty little trick, I think. So... What was his name? It was Carmelo, wasn't it? Franco's the statue. I mean, no one's surname has been confirmed yet, but let's do your Carmelo question mark. Maybe I'll just put question marks on these ones as well. And from the hill, a woman cups her hands together and calls out to the 2 boys. My space isn't working anymore. Jose, did you push your brother into the tar pit? I'm trying to get him out of this mess, you hag. Hag? Oh God, just help me out for once, Nana. He's too fat for me to carry. Help! The boy in the tar pit continues to wallow. She grabs tightly onto a golden rosario and mutters, these Solanor children will be the death of me. There we go, so they are Solanor. Cool, well let's save her to the journal as well. So, we got some new things going on. So, Carmelo... I mean, he might be a Solanor, like 3 brothers perhaps, but we don't know that. But this is a grandmother. So we've got Oscar Solanor. We've got Jose Solanor. And do we think he's a brother? I mean, anything here to kind of give that away? I mean, it's possible, but equally, I don't really know. You know what? I'm just going to put it in, and if it's correct, it will. It'll solve the 3 of them, won't it? So let's just put Solanor in for now and see if that. Okay, so it did. I don't think he's a Solanor because it didn't verify. Or do I need to right-click on 2 portraits to connect them? I don't necessarily. I mean, I don't know if he died. Did he die? He might have died. So why is it? I don't know why that's parent of, couple, killed. Maybe just do a combine? Are they one and the same. No. I see. Okay, so I think they're three brothers, although... Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to just put a question mark on that, I think, because... I don't think we don't know that. Yeah, I mean, it didn't verify. So I don't think it is. I don't think he's a third brother. That's their They called her Nana. I don't know if that means just like an actual blood relative, or just someone like who's maybe like their nanny or something, you know. All right, we'll come back to that. Okay, so we looked at everything on this screen now. Do I click on the flower again? Yeah. So we might find more clues about being able to name those. A statue once stood here, pile of rubble. The front entrance to the hacienda won't budge. There's a faded out flyer, wheat pasted on the doors, reading, "Evacuation order, final warning. You have to find another way into the house for now." I don't need to say that particularly. What item would work here? I don't know. Dried up tar pit. Pitch black surface interrupted by dozens of tiny animal bones. A snake's skull, a coyote's femur, a bird's ribs. They look like stars in a miniature galaxy. I wondered how long it's been since they got trapped. Must have felt so unbearably long, floundering there, slowly starving to death and hollowing out from the inside. Yet that span of time is just a tiny blip compared to the centuries, hell, even maybe millennia that their bones lived, trapped long after death. It makes me nauseous, so I look away. A lot of stuff makes it nauseous. So this is still the same statue. Illegible thing. Yeah. But we have looked at that in the past. So we got an exit up there. I'm sure there was another eye over the car over here. That seems to be gone now. If I just click on the exit, we go. We do go immediately, so that's good. Another flower here. I presume it's going to do something similar. Let's look at the stuff first, and then we'll click on the flower. Something purple shimmers under layers of dirt. Brushing away the sediment, I find a small purse with a purple zipper. I unzip it and my nose is assaulted by the smell of decades-old spoiled weed, turned mostly into mush. The purse has a tag on it with C. Acosta. Oh, that'd be Carmelo then. Written above the manufacturing details. Okay, we'll save that. So if I go in there now and say Acosta, will that verify? You gonna get locked in? Huh. That's weird. This name will be locked in after 3 correct answers. So maybe... Oh, you know what? I wonder if he is a Solanor. And this boy might not be. I don't know. These Solanor boys. I think C. Acosta is suggestive of him, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we'll look for more clues then, perhaps. Over here. Locked door won't open. Got a strange keyhole. I don't know, I don't think I have anything. You can see the whole Rutherford oil rig from here, what's left of it anyway. Shall I save that to Jert? Oh, it locked in the name Rutherford anyway. Okay, let's do the flower. Alright, so what do we have? A man sits by a cliff smoking weed with a woman. Her head lies gently on his shoulder. The man has a scar on his cheek. Oh, so this is the boy grown up, yeah? So why'd you come back after all these years? You knew your family wouldn't be like this. Sorry, would be like this. The man sighs. Look, I appreciate you tagging along, but this is personal. Oh, fuck off with it, this is personal. She tries to imitate his voice. Well, yeah, okay. How many years have I known you, dude?
You would ask for most of those.
Please just trust me for once.
Jesus, fine.
He takes a letter out of his breast pocket and hands it to her. Why didn't you show me this sooner? Her eyes widen as she begins to read.
Because you really shouldn't be getting involved.
Who even wrote this? She interrupts.
My nana.
Amadis, your maid? Ah, so what? Yeah, okay, not blood relative then, but a maid. Another voice calls out from a ways away. What's that god-awful smell?
Oh shit, it's Nate. Quick, put it out, hide it.
The two laugh as they begin digging a hole in the ground. They bury the bag neatly just under the surface. Okay, so it seems like they were probably a couple. You can indicate the relationship between two portraits in your book. Open it to find out how. This is probably Nate. A man walks up the path to the oil rig. Up from the path to the oil rig. He's clearly annoyed at something. What's that god-awful smell? So this is Nate. Let's open up our journal again. Select a pencil. Each colour represents a different type of connection. Yeah, okay. So these two are the same. So we combine these. No, which is the combined? I still think he's a Solanor. Oh, it's right click, isn't it? Yes. And are these one and the same? Because I thought that was made out it was a boy. Not sure. Maybe. Kind of want to go back to the... Yeah, a young boy hides in the weeds. So I don't think... Unless... Okay, what if he's not a Solanor? Then the Cia Costa thing is still suggested, isn't it, Carmelo? But this was Amanita, was it? Amadis, there we go. So he called her Nana as well. So they've got to be brothers. They've got to be. I think it was her purse. I think she is Acosta. I don't know. I mean, are they one and the same? I'm just not sure. But we've also got Nate, who came up from the... I'm going to put Rutherford in for now, because he came up from the oil derrick, didn't he? Okay. So Oscar's correct, Jose's correct, and Nate is correct. Okay, good. We're starting to make inroads into there. It wants me to just click on each of these, I think. It seemed like these two might be a romantic couple. After correctly identifying 3 connections, they'll be confirmed in your book. Okay. And that's parent. Okay, yeah. Are they one and the same? I mean, it didn't click on... It didn't verify on this Carmelo Acosta, so I'm going to take the surname out now. We know... Just put Nate down there for now. Okay. Right, that's Nate. What was this? The wall has been vandalized with graffiti. It says, "You're no King Franco." Looks recent too. "You're no King Franco." Okay. Let's come back. So, there's something down here. An old jacaranda tree stump has a heart etched into it. The letters M and N emblaze in its center. Okay. N for Nate. Haven't seen an M yet. I can't get down with all these thick plants in the way. I don't have any items yet. Do I? I don't have any items, do I? I've just got anything in my pockets. Is this for fast travel? What if I do this? Oh, hello. What are you? The beast's pitch-black feathers would make it impossible to spot against the dark sky, were it not for the raging fire behind it. Its massive form gets slowly revealed as the flames dance. What is truly captivating to me are its eyes. Eyes filled with such a focused crimson blue that they shine brighter than the moon, with all the stars around it. They are like two small suns with the power to light up the very atmosphere. It closes them for a moment and I'm blinded by the darkness. Crimson blue is unusual. I mean, they look blue to me. Oh, this is Nate. The blonde man is barely alive. He wheezes desperately for air. He has a large gash on his back, a gruesome cut that exposes the bone from his spinal cord. It looks like the claw mark of an enormous beast. Peeking out of his pocket is a blood-soaked business card. I can only make out the end of the name, Ford. Yeah, well, we've already deduced that it's Nate Rutherford, so... But... Oh, we do have a portrait, and it's this thing. So... If I put that there... And we don't know what that is, but we'll do a right-click. That killed him. I guess we'll go back to that. So I don't... So with this... Yeah, I don't have any items. And there must be another screen or something. What is that thing next to the house? Oh, look. Oh. Interesting. I guess we go in this way now. A note is tacked on the wall. It says, Senora Herrera. Please restock the pantry with eggs. So that's probably the nurse, Amadis Herrera. I would like to bake a cake for Oscarito's return. All right. Well, Oscarito is Oscar, isn't it? So, but this is Amadis Herrera. Here we go. I'm going to put Carmelo Acosta in both of these because, I don't know, maybe it is the same person. Doesn't seem like it, though, does it? So I still think that's Carmelo. I still think this is C. Acosta. I don't think it's the same person. I don't know what on earth that is. Alright, what else have we got? A broken radio sits atop the windowsill. It can't be turned on. We've got an exit, but let's have a look at this first. Okay, it's like a struggle over here. A man pins another against the adobe wall. Pots and pans shudder from the impact. They're both bleeding profusely. Why are you making me do this? Why'd you have to turn out like this? He's barely holding back tears as he drops his head on the other's shoulder. The other one winces with pain, failing at his attempts to smile through it. He spits in the scarred man's face. You'd have let her burn us all down if you had the chance. I'm protecting you from yourself. You know nothing about her. She was a fucking monster, they all are. You're just too busy rolling around in the mud to... A knife cuts through his words and his throat. Blood curdles down and stains both of their shirts. Shut up! He lets go of the knife in the other's body. It plops clumsily to the floor. He looks at it for a while with a hint of a smile forming before turning to the door behind him. Jose! Okay. He sees a woman looking at the body from the doorway. We don't know who this is. I'll save it to journal. My memory's full. I might have to get rid of some stuff. Some portraits may represent the same character in different points in time. Yeah. We kind of worked that out already, didn't we? But she called him Jose. So these... they're not the same. But he is. So if I do a combine... and we want to say that Oscar killed Jose. Cool, we got those locked in now. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think it's about as much as I can do right now. What's going on here? What? What did you do? Oh, this is your fault too. This is your fault too. He gets angrier as he repeats those words. I'm sorry, she whispers. Her words trace off. The scarred man approaches. I'll kill the old bloody lot of you. The scream reverberates across the house. Alright, so in the journal, obviously I've filled up this stuff, so I can maybe get rid of some of these things, like the Conqueror's statue, Boy in the Weeds. That one I kind of think we got. I'll keep that one for now. I think we got the necessary info from that. Keep the beast for now. Did we click on this already? Oh yeah, we did. Okay, right, let's get rid of that then. Down through. The gossip column from July 1st, 1937 lies on the windowsill. It reads, Solinor's son will not bear the founder's first name. In an unprecedented move, the patriarch of the family has broken the 16-generation trend. There doesn't seem to be anything useful past the headline. The page is mostly littered with ads of women in swimsuits applying sunscreen, the latest in home cooking technology, and a call out for English and piano lessons. Yeah, I mean, we've already worked out their names. Just trying to think. There'd be another one, but leave that for now. That's an exit. Let's have a look. A woman cries over a corpse. Its face is unrecognizable through the gore. I'm sorry, she repeats to herself. Okay. Here. A man in a hat speaks to another holding up a notebook and pen. The man with the pen has a name badge on his jacket. It reads Signor Enrique Passarello. So let me get this straight. You're saying this random assailant storms in through the pantry, knifes the brother, and then comes out here to shoot the other one with a hunting rifle? Seems to be the case. I was out fishing. Only arrived after the shots were fired. And you witnessed this exactly as he describes, ma'am. He turns to look over at the woman. Her mind is adrift. Ma'am? Yes, it was like that. Why didn't they just use the gun from the start? You sure ask a lot of questions, Guique. I'm a detective. And I'm grieving. Let us be. You think this has anything to do with the fires? I said let us be. Okay, let's save that for now. So we got a new name. This appears to be... I reckon he is the senior Solinor. But it said he wasn't going to be Franco. I think the newspaper was referring to him when saying he wouldn't share the founder's first name, so it's not Franco. I think he's going to be... I don't know if that's a sister, but I'm pretty sure he was the parent of both of those. We've also got the detective. I'm going to put him separate for now. He was Guique. I guess Guique is like a nickname, right? His name was Enrique Passarello, wasn't it? Guess that's kind of it for now. I'm not sure who that's referring to. On the floor is a calendar from 1968. Its pages are pretty faded, but I'm surprised at how legible it still is. It looks like it stopped being used on July 18th, judging by the check marks on each day. Someone marked out important birthdays and anniversaries. Here's the list. Okay, January 17. Oscarito turns 24 and Chiara turns 4. So it's 1968. So Kiara isn't the... Although... Yeah. So that would be sort of present day. So one thing is that girl isn't Kiara because she's way too old. April 8th, Amadis turns 62. May 19th, my birthday. Whoever me is. Franco... Oh, maybe it is Franco then. Franco turns 57. Maybe the newspaper report was referring to Franco naming his sons differently. I'll put Franco in next time. Jose is 31. Marta and Nate's anniversary. I don't think we've seen a Marta yet, although maybe the woman's Marta. I don't know. Nate is 29. Madeleine turns 12. Flowers to Mama. Papa turns 80. I don't think that man that we were talking to was 80. I think he was more like a late 50s type guy. Marta is 30. Oh yeah, it's the same. Marta is the same as with Nate. Flowers to Marta. Alright, we'll save... There's a lot of info there, so we'll save that. Okay, that was good info. So let's have a little look at this then. So, I think he is Franco. Is he definitely not a Solanor? All right. So they were a couple. But could it have been in a... What I'm wondering... I don't think it could be an affair. Like, is that Marta? That's what I'm wondering. Although that, yeah. Don't think I have quite enough info there yet to deduce any of that. Thick vines. Don't have anything. Okay. Use the bookmarks. Okay, so we got somewhere. Oh yeah, look at the past. Calendar is on the wall. Today's date is July 19th. So this 18th was the last time anything was recorded on here. Fires raging outside. Torches dance around the perimeter of the house, accompanied by steady drums and shouting townsfolk. Occasionally sets of eyes appear from under the fire, trying to peer in through the windows. Ooh. The workers united will never be divided, they chant, alongside numerous other slogans. Oh, give it a week and they'll fall in line. They just need to let their anger out in a controlled environment. Besides what, Mr. Solanor? Blonde man beside him responds. San Jose, he can handle things if they go south, just like last time. He's interrupted by a shout across the room. The two men turn quickly in the direction of the sound. Let go of me! A woman stares blankly through the window at something beyond the torch fire. She's seen better days, judging from her tangled hair, sullen eyes, and stained dress. She carries a checkerboard fabric across her shoulder and clings to it tightly as her eyes start to rest. She is alone in the house, this house. A woman tries to slip away from the gathering unnoticed. Where are you trying to go? The drunk man grapples her bicep. The leather fabric of her jacket squeaks loudly from his grip. What is it to you? I know you're up to something. Just can't prove it. Let go of me, she winces. Fuck is your problem, man? The scarred man rushes down the stairs. This commie's planning something, he says, slurring his words. I'm on to you. He lets go of her arm and chuckles. Yeah, I still don't know her name. Where's the flower? Alright, let's keep going. Someone's knocking loudly on the door. I open it.
I forget how big this place was.
The boatsman's voice reverberates through the walls, almost clinging to them. I wonder for a moment what his history with this place is. Hi again. Have you changed your mind about the interview?
Nope.
Well, why are you here then?
I
He pauses for a moment.
figured that this is the least I could leave you with.
He hands me a golden key with a small red ruby inlaid on it.
It'll take you to something of mine.
Wait, who are you? Did you once live here in this house?
I thought you were a historian or something. You tell me.
You're quite grating, you know that? He says nothing more and closes the door behind him. Okay, so he is... Yeah, so we're going to add him to the character list then. Now, he's... I mean, it's hard to say who he is at this point, I imagine. I don't think he's Oscar because he lacks the scars. It's been 40 years, so I don't think he's Franco because he'd be 97. I don't think he's 97. Nate's dead. I doubt he'd be the detective. He's probably... Well, I don't know. He's not necessarily any of the ones we've met yet. What's this? I just talked to the boatsman here. After entering the house, he gave me a key. Why does a boatsman have such a fancy-looking key in the first place? Who is he? Thick vines sway gently from the ceiling, breathing the damp and dusty air, spores clinging to their skin. Just past them, I can make out a giant room. It's a shame I can't access it. Okay. No, we don't use the gold key there. There's no flower on this screen, so I guess we go in here. Oh, it's okay. So, what was locked? There was something around here that was locked, wasn't it? Was it this door? So we use the gold key here. Here we go. The boatsman's key worked. A faint thumping noise emanates from the safe ahead. Sounds like a heart. A locked safe. Okay. Well, I don't know enough now, but maybe the past will reveal something. I hear the sound of crackling embers in the distance. His birthday, the woman says, frantically opening a safe. This is Amadis. Your boyfriend's father is quite the narcissist, she says, trying to keep calm. Click. The safe opens and the woman grabs something from it. As long as I take this, he has no recourse, right? She grabs a folder from the safe and puts it in her jacket. That's our only hope. The boatsman said his key were taken to something of his. Could this person... Okay, so maybe it is the... maybe it is Franco. We can try combining it in the journal and see what it says. Match found. There we go. So the boatman is Franco. And in terms of his birthday, I saved the memory of the calendar. So we want Franco... Franco turns 57, June 30th. So it's 1968. So that would be... it's July at the moment. So it would be a full 57 years previously. So 68, so it would be 19... June, so it would be... Well, is it going to be the American dating of month and day? But anyway, it's June 30th, 1911 is what we're looking for, I think. How do I get out of this screen? Oh, it even says day. So yeah, so we want 1, 2, 3, 30th, 06, 11. The safe swings open after inputting Franco Solonor's birthday. A thumping sound echoes through the room. If this safe is the boatsman, does that mean he is Franco Solonor? Yeah, I mean, I think he is. I see a flower inside, writhing as if it were in pain somehow. I touch it, against my better judgment. Oh, goodness. A heartbeat. It's coming from that tree. There looks to be a man inside it. I collect myself. I'm taken aback by the man inside the tree. The bark, straw, and wood have impaled him from every angle they could find. It was hard to distinguish where his body ended and the branches began.
I see you, child.
What? How? For a while, I don't know what to say. I can sense him, looking at me, waiting for me to say something. I stammer out the simplest question I could think of. Who are you?
Yes.
He wheezes and slowly turns to me, neck craning and cracking with the sound of splintering wood.
I don't remember.
I notice his accent. It's completely foreign to me. Do you know the boatsman? Do you know Franco?
Yes, the serpent. The serpent.
What do you mean by the serpents? Why are you in a tree? He says something in a language I don't understand. A few of the sounds stand out to me. Cl, hui, tl, and the occasional clicks all indicate it's some sort of indigenous language, but not one I've ever been exposed to. It made me wonder, how old are you exactly?
Memory is a fickle thing.
His visible eye lights up, saying those words, before quickly fading back into darkness. The man was incomprehensible to me, I knew that, but I felt like I was inching towards understanding. There had to be some information I could get out of him. Do you know any of these people? I point to the sketches of the family tree in my notebook.
All,
he says. The memories I've seen, are those your memories?
in ways.
The man nods, his neck cracking loudly.
So much forgotten, so much remembered.
Does that mean, maybe, if I keep filling out this notebook, will that help you remember more things about you and who you are? The old man nods.
Remembering.
I can try to recover your memories and maybe we can figure out how to get you out. Does that sound okay? The man nods one more time, as something in the back of his eye begins to flicker. And thus a goal. I need to know who this man is in the beating heart of this house. When does his story start and when does it end? And what was he trying to say about serpents? The questions raced through my head as my heart pounded. I need to get to work, I thought to myself. I look at his eye one more time and see that he moves his one exposed hand to scratch off the bark from the side of his face, as if he were peeling back dead layers of skin. From underneath all that matter, I see 3 clawed scar right at the side of his face. It was Oscar. It begins to glow blue and... Funeral for the Sun. End of demo. There we go. Well, that was cool. It's definitely in the genre of games that I enjoy playing. This sort of detective, deduction, mystery type games. Something that I very much enjoy. Let me know in the comments if it's something you'd like me to keep an eye on and play more of once it fully releases. At the moment, it's just says coming soon on the Steam store page, but there's a demo publicly available, so I'll put a link to the Steam page in the description, so check it out if it's something you're interested in. Interested in feedback on this one, let me know. And a big thank you as always to our channel members as well for supporting Roaring Tag Gaming. Hugely appreciated as always. And if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and gaining earlier access to my videos, that would be brilliant. Thanks very much for this time, and I hope to see you elsewhere on Roaring Tag Gaming for other games, other playthroughs. Bye for now.